Hi, good morning, boys and girls, and welcome to our Read by Three lesson this morning. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to do some words, review words. All of these words that we're going to read, or Mrs. Mead's going to read with you this morning, you may already know all them, but they are also words that we have already learned how to, we've learned strategies and ways in which to pronounce the words. Okay, so we're going to get started. This first word, and like I said, you may already know all these, but I'm going to kind of talk to you about some different strategies, okay? In this first word, I see a vowel and a consonant and a consonant and a vowel. There's that VCCV rule. And when we have that in a word, we divide between the two consonants, and then we read each of our syllables. So when I divide when I divide between the two consonants, that gives me two syllables. I know that this word is a two-syllable word. The first syllable is trum, and the second syllable is pet. If I put trum and pet together, I get trumpet. Okay, that's a musical instrument. Also, another thing to think about, boys and girls, when you are dividing words, if it's a word that has more than one syllable, each syllable will have a vowel in it. Okay, each syllable has its own vowel. So here is the vowel in that first syllable, you, and here's the other vowel in this syllable, pet, trum, pet, trumpet, trumpet. Two parts to that word, two syllables, okay? All right. In the next word, I see a vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel again. So I can divide. Here's the first syllable with a vowel. Here's the second syllable with a vowel. Okay, that word is casket, trumpet, casket. Okay, how about our word? I bet you know this word is choppy. Okay, Y is a vowel suffix. Okay, so if I take away the P and the Y, the base word is chop. But if I want to make it choppy, then this word follows our 1 plus 1 plus 1 rule. Okay, so the base word is one syllable. It has one vowel followed by one consonant. If we're adding a vowel suffix, which we are, because in this word, Y says E, then you have to double the last consonant. That's why there's two P's. Choppy. Trumpet, casket, choppy. Okay? And then all these words have suffixes on the end, and they are vowel suffixes because they have an E. Okay? That's why I was going to say we were doubling, but the word fizz follows the floss rule because it's a one-syllable word, one short vowel, and it ends with Z. That's why that's already doubled. Okay, so let's just read these words. Dishes, buses, fizzes, smashes. And then these words follow that A consonant magic E pattern. So that E makes the A say its name. So name, same, came, and page. And then yesterday we learned the I consonant magic E pattern. Same thing, that E goes back and makes the I say its name. Side, mile, white, and 5. Okay? All right, I'm going to flip that over. So today you might have guessed we have done A consonant E. We've done I consonant magic E. So it's only fitting that we move on to O consonant E. Okay, so that E is going to jump back and make that O say its name. All right, so let's go ahead and let's read our words here. So these words are all short vowel sounds because they don't have an E on the end of them. So what we're going to do is we're going to read the word, and then we're going to add the E to the end. Okay, so without the E, this word is rod. If I add the magic E, that word is road. Okay, rod, road. Hop, Pope. Pope. The Pope is someone who is a leader of a church. So there is, you might have heard the name of or the word Pope before. Tot, add the E, tote. Not, add the E, note. Road, Pope, tote, not note. Tongue twisters for Mrs. Mead. All right. So short vowel again. I know that's because there's a consonant, vowel, consonant. So when I have consonant, vowel, consonant words like these over here, that vowel is short. So this is cod, but I'm going to add E and get. Code, rob, add the E. Robe, hop, add the E. Hope, mop, add E. Mope. Okay, let's move over here. Glob, glob, add the E. Globe. Okay, and these words already have the E on the end, so we'll read them. Home, close, and those. All right? Okay, so it was only fitting that we add O magic E since we have already done I magic E and we'd already done A magic E. So wonder what vowel we have left to do tomorrow. All right? Okay, friends, let's move on to our, I'm going to have you do a little spelling. So if you need to pause our video right now, you can. Go grab something to write with. And at this point, Mrs. Mead doesn't care. If you want to grab like a marker or your dry erase board and write for fun, that's okay, because we're just practicing. So pause, go grab something, and I'll see you in a second. All right, I assume you are back. So we're going to do some spelling. So these words that I'm going to have you spell kind of follow different patterns that we've learned this year. I will tell you that the first two words I'm going to give you have suffixes on the end of them. Okay, so the first word is wished. Now, I think if you can look down at the camera, Mrs. Mead's not good at this stuff, but I'm down in the corner. And if you want to see my mouth, it's very dark in here this morning. I don't know why, but wished is the word. Wished. Okay, so I hear the base word wish. So that's W, I, and I hear shh on the end. Wished. Now, I'm not going to add a T. If I use that in a sentence, I wished for a new bike for Christmas. Wished. That means I already did it. So I'm going to add ED to the end. Wished. Remember, ED can say ed, d, or t. All right. The next word is jumped. The boy jumped off his bike. Jumped. So the base word is jump. J, jumped. There's not a T on the end of that. I've never spelled jumped, J-U-M-P-T. He jumped off his bike. That means he did it. So we're going to add ED to that word as well. Okay? All right, the next two words will follow those magic E rules, okay? So the first word is state. State. We live in the state of Indiana. State. So I hear a blend at the beginning. A. Now I need something to make that A say its name. E. Okay, and so there is the A-T-E, A magic E. All right? All right, the last word is white. White. Snow is the color of white. White. So white has WH diagraph at the beginning. That H is silent. I is the vowel. White. and I've got to add an E to make that I say its name. Okay, I consonant E. All right, friends. Now we're going to move on. We're going to reread our sight words because we got to get really good and get really fast at these. So here we go. This was our new one yesterday. That word is might, along, saw, thought, under, high, own, food, eyes, country, school, near, never, left, last, every, light, started. I'm going to stop for just a second. Mrs. Mead talked about that pattern yesterday with IGHT being very common in words. Might, light. Okay, so there was a good example of that. Started, trees, below, between, plants, city, head, keep, father, earth, story, and close. Close, okay, or close, depending upon how it's used in the sentence. Your new word today is few. You're going to learn later, boys and girls, that this pattern, this E and this W, is common in other words. You will see it in other words, and that sound that it makes is ooh, okay? You don't need to remember that right now, but we will get to a point where you will learn and you will see more words that have that EW pattern. So this is not f-e-w. I've never heard of a fe-e-w. Okay, remember these are memory words, and these are common words that we see when we read, and they're very common for second graders. So we're not going to give you any words that don't make sense or words you haven't heard. Okay, so that word is few. Few. Okay, so we're going to finger write F-E-W. Few. F-E-W. Few. F-E-W. Few. Now pick up your writing tool and let's write that word. F-E-W. 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 And remember, you can pause this at any time, boys and girls, if Mrs. Me's going too quickly. Okay, because I can't time myself sometimes. So if I'm going too quick, just pause and then hit play when you're ready to move on. So when you wrote 3 times, cover that word. Try again from memory. Okay, because that's what we want it to do. We want it to be a memory word. Remember how to spell it. This is a fairly easy one since it only has 3 letters. But I guarantee the next time we go to write it on our own or you think about it, you'll forget that EW says ooh, and that's very common. Okay, that's why we learn these words, so that you can learn these new teams of letters. All right. Okay, friends, we are done for the day with our word work lessons. You all have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow.